How's it, Sean from Fitz? Welcome to the second tutorial in Against the Storm. Okay. Alright, so we're going to be taught how to plant farms and stuff. So let's get started. Let me just see. Oh no, it hasn't given us the order just yet. So what I'm going to do as normal is first I'm going to put my loads down. Okay, very important. I've turned the music down because I thought it was a little bit loud in the last scenario. It's still there, it's nice music, but it was just a little bit too loud. Even though it's soft, it's still loud. I'm going to put my woodcutters here because I know in this tutorial we're going to be asked to make meat. To make meat here. And so I'm going to clear this away, get to these two glades over there. So we've got 9 guys. And we can't make any houses yet. So let's make woodcutters. Alright, so let me just see. Yeah, there. And I'm gonna make it there. Okay, I can go to there. Can I get that? Can I get that thing to there? Let me just see if I can get the path to there. Oh, I can. Okay, so and I'm also going to see what our blueprint is. It's a small farm, which we're going to make grain on. We're going to make grain over there. But we're just going to do this first. Get this up and running so we can get this cleared out, the trees over here. Here's all your ones. I said to you that each creature has wants and desires. Like each one has a specific house that gives him good reputation. Okay, here's the order. Make a farm. Make 4 farm fields, and we get 2 humans, and we get the barrels. Every 30 seconds it gives us barrels, which we're going to need for later in the tutorial. Okay, so I'm going to just see where's the farm? Over here. I just want to see if he can go there. But I want him to cover that whole, you see what I'm saying? And I'm going to turn him so he faces this way, and I can at least, so I'm going to put him down, and I'm going to put a road there. And then you still have to do the make it wheat, and we still have to do these. This is, you've got to put this on here. This just, okay, that makes it all. And by me making it wheat, grain, we're going to get grain. It's good, they're going to grow grain there. Okay, so let this go. I want him to have at least all of those guys in there. I'm gonna just let them go. Okay, so then we started, and you'll see what's affecting each specific race. You know what affects them, what, and we also, don't forget, we've got our lizard here, but we also need to make. Okay, so him. I'll put 3 of them. I'll put 3 of them for now. And I'm going to mark this area here just to get this cleared. Okay, go. Let them just start digging. Shit, you know what? I need the so I'm gonna make that a lizard and that a lizard, and I'm gonna cancel that. I need to put the humans in here. Yeah, but I don't want to take the, because they're building at the moment. So you know, you also got labor problems. So you got to watch for your labor. I'm putting them with grain. So I've got it, but I'm going to let it slip a bit. Let it get up to about here. See, because it clears. I want this cleared out the way here. Because one of them is going to ask us to do some meat. People calling me. Alright. So you see, orders are ready. He's telling me this is the clearance, the drizzle season, the clearance season. We will harvest this. Let me just keep digging. He needs to get space around here. I'm also going to put some right there. I'm going to move him. Oh shit, where am I looking to the move? Let them just keep digging, clearing out the space there. Oh, choose a cornerstone, very important. Cornerstone gives us certain benefits. I'd rather see this. You get 50% of goods produced on a small farm, but for this scenario, since I played this tutorial before, I'm going to take, this means the 5 barrels every minute. So every minute goes past, you don't need to make it, gives you 5 barrels. It's such an awesome, so we're going to pick that. Because we're going to need a brewery. It's going to ask us, the queen's going to ask us for a brewery. Let that grow still. So I want to clear this out still, yeah. And I can actually put this extra guy in there because we're not building. So it's alright. Which is good news. We've got plenty of parts and we've got some planks, but not a lot of planks though. We do have this, but we're getting this from... you see the trees? It gives us logs, it gives us that stuff, and it gives us that weed, that flax stuff, and it gives us percentage. Each tree we chop gives us a percentage of that. So that's where we're getting that from. And then of course the firewood, we can see we've got tools which we can make, but I've seen a place where you could make parts, and we got wood. So we've got enough of that. Let me just see how it's looking. No, let him come. We need to chop him down. I'm just waiting for it to, it's a tactic I learned from one of the guys. You don't need to order because it actually clears this. You see this, that's Queen's resistance, and it clears a whole, I think a whole, we'll see now, a whole resistance. So if you end it too early, you're wasting that. Are you with me? Okay, I'm going to clear it now. Now let's just watch it. You see how it takes that whole thing away. If we did it halfway, we would have wasted it. Now he wants 2 woodcutters and he wants 2 shelters. Brilliant. And we're gonna, so we got 2 humans and we got the barrel thing going. Now he's gonna rewards that. He's gonna get and we get 2 beavers. All right, so we must build 2 shelters. So now he's given us shelters. There's a shelter. We're gonna, obviously we need to get this one, so we're gonna make we're gonna clear up, we're gonna shelter everybody. And we're going to need, I'm just going to leave it at the moment. We're going to need, let me put this bath down. Okay. And I'm going to put 2 shelters. And I want their entrances. Oh, shit. Yeah, I want their entrances to... I'm wondering if I should put, let me put one there. And one there. Okay, and I'm going to put the decorations in that we need. Okay, so let that go. Okay, he's gonna move up to there, and he's gonna move up to there, and we're gonna carry on with that road. Okay, so that's done. So he's still busy cooking there, and we need, obviously we're gonna want to get this glade, which we're busy with. Let's just first get that glade. Okay, let's just open that glade first. And we do have wood. We can yeah, okay, we'll keep it like this because we got the 2 humans giving us the The 2 humans are giving us the grain, which we need. Okay. We've got 2 builders, so we're okay. He's building their houses, you see. Brilliant game. Such a good game. And the real tension, the difference between this and other city builders is the tension. The tension that you get between the queen. You see, other city builders, there's really, they're kind of sometimes aimless. Sometimes they're aimless. Okay, let me just pause it while I'm talking. Sometimes they're a little aimless. There's no goal really at the end. But in this one, they've made it, there's a tension. The queen is getting angry and you've got to keep the queen. So there's lovely goals in this to keep you playing. That's what's so unique about the city builder. And of course, it's being like a fantasy, like beavers and lizards and stuff. And they all got their needs and whatever that you got to look after, and the half, and it's a whole law thing going on. I should have enough wood. I got 67. I just want to see what my building materials. I need to. Okay, so then this is a quest. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. But let me see if I. Okay, there we go. We either can get this agreement with some that, or we can give up some. We've got a lot of, and we can get amber, and we can get a decrease. A reputation 0.5 full reputation. Every full reputation you acquire lowers the impatience. Okay, so this is a good thing. We've got no stone. Okay, in fact we've got none of these, so we have to take this. So I'm going to select, and I'm going to put 2 humans on there. Let them go, and I'm going to investigate that so we can get our amber and our. Now you just got to leave them. They then go and sort that out. I'm going to keep opening. I want to open this. Is there anything else? Yeah, we got insects, and we got some more. We got some. Okay, he's not busy. We have a building. I'm going to take some guys off the wood. I'm going to take 2 guys off the woods, because you see it took all our builders, so we can carry on building these houses. Nice cup of tea. So we'll get this now. We'll have the second shelter, but I want to do this whole thing so we can get that. Yeah, that's fine, but we must build these 2 because we want this, you see. How's he doing without? Oh, it's 50% there. Yeah, I know the orders are ready, but we have a bit of time, yeah? We can let that impatience go. That was a very good tip I got from a guy. Auto pause, it's clearance season. So what happens is these are going to be still all harvested during the clearance season. That's why it's so important to have these alerts, all the alerts on. Newcomers, okay? We got newcomers, which is brilliant, which we needed. I'm thinking this is more. We don't have any, and we don't have any clay. So we'll take that, which means we need to build another house, and we'll put that beaver in there, okay? And we're gonna have to get another house for that. Let me just see. That's 3, 6, 9, 12, and we've got 13. So we need to build another house. I'm thinking we might put the house. We might need that flax. So what I'm going to do is we might need it, you know, and it's not. So I'm going to put that there, and maybe we build the house over there. I'm just thinking, because we might. And we can always move the house. You understand? That's the beauty. Or we just put the house here. Boom. How's that? Why bother about it? We can put, there's nothing we need to get here, but we might need to work with this flax. If we get enough, see, it's depending on whether we got enough people or not. You know, that's the issue here. Okay, okay. Let's put him to work here. I want to get rid of this. Very important. And I'm not using that. That was something I learned from a YouTuber. Watching it. I was watching before I play. I usually get a game. I usually watch a lot of YouTubers. And he said, why this thing, when you get a reputation point and this thing goes, it decreases a whole section. So why would you let it decrease there? If you got orders ready, let it fill up to there, and then, you know, give you that time and use it. So that's what I want to obviously open this glade. And I just want to see how full am I. Okay, so I'm going to move him to there. I'm going to put that there. Okay, so get space. Try and open up the space. You understand? Try and open up the space. Okay. I think we can go. So it reduces that right down. He wants the small trappers and he wants the meat. Okay, so we know this is the meat. So we're gonna get a small trappers. He's decent with meat. It's not good. It's not good. Like a 1 star. But we're gonna have to use him. Okay, so let's see. Meat. Small trappers hunt. See, there's the meat. And he wants. Okay, I'm gonna just keep him there. And I want him to have. I want one of those. In fact, you see how good he is with meat. You see that? See that? He's good with meat. And then I put those guys. So I've got now, let's just see, I've got all the woodcutters. Beavers are good with wood. And I've got all the guys. And I must also specify meat. I know there's no eggs around here, but I like to just make sure it's specified that meat, in case they run around. And we need to get 5 meat. We don't need this one. I'll take that. See, now we got the hearth. The encampment level 1, which gives us that global resolve is rise by 1. See. And when he gets to there, see this little blue mark, that's when he gets a resolve level. This one is very high, yeah. And then the last building is being built. You'll see when we have to make food for them later. I might need to, depending on how many guys I got, I might start doing the flax or the, because you, okay, so that's good. I think I'm going to do the flax. Harvesters camp. Let me just see B. Oh yeah, that's what we need, and that gives us later the flax, and we also need a stone cutters camp. I think I'm gonna make a stone cutters camp so long so that we've got, how much stone do we have? Because we need. See, we only got 3, and we need to. Okay, so let's just start with a stone. Okay, let's just move around. Let's just. Yeah, but it's only 1 stone, man. How many stone do we have here? At least we got 2. We're not going to use that. No, we can't go there. We can go there, and we can get a... Oh, sorry. Yeah, and we can put stone. We'll put these 2. There's nobody specifically for stone, so let that stone go. Because we need the clay. And he's got 2 pieces over there, and we can always just move him to... Yeah, well, maybe he's got a bigger piece there. Anyway, we'll keep him busy there, and then we'll move him down here. Because these we need clay. Clay is a basic building block, and we need flax. And flax is built from this here over here. See now? We haven't got much. We just got some eggs there, man. We got some eggs and stuff, which is fine. We'll just clear it open. So we open the glade. Space is important in the game. Very important. I'm thinking of coming here, seeing as I got stone down there, and opening these 2 glades. Let's just open those glades over there. He's still busy there. Just want those 2 glades open. And we'll leave him to get full. So give us some time to develop our colony. Brilliant game. Love this game. Can spend hours and hours and hours lost in this game. Yeah, and you got a whole encyclopedia here of what each race does and what they do. It's so steeped in lore. Okay, good. I'm gonna move these guys. I know they're carrying stuff. I'm gonna move them to here because I want to get some space going. So I'm going to move him to there. Yeah, it's that one. Okay. And I want to move him. Shit. I can't really fit him in anywhere, can I? I'll move him to there. Okay. Alright, there's nothing I can do. I'm going to open this up. Yeah, let them just work on those 2 glades, opening them up. And I'm gonna take... We don't need to open them. Let them sit there and work on those 2 glades. We still with a 7 and 5. We still can use a bit. I just want... There's only 2 builders. I don't want to stretch this thing too far. He is collecting... Okay, he doesn't need to collect that. He needs to just collect clay. That's very important. So let him... It's not very good. It's got a 2-star at collecting clay. He's got a 2-star at collecting. How's he doing? Yeah, his meat's ready. Let me just... so the orders are ready. I know that. I'm just checking all my establishments whether everybody's got... I'm going to let this grow till he gets to that point there. Then I'll... Because by waiting, your reputation doesn't fall down. You understand? Your reputation doesn't fall. So you can wait until you get there. Give you time to... start of storm season. Right, this is helpful. You see how helpful the auto pause is? Otherwise, you just go through all these things and not... It's getting... And you see why? Because we're right by this area, we're right by the main warehouse. We can. This is what I was looking for. Remember, this is in the list. It's terrible. You want the grid. You want the grid. I don't know why they ever have the list. Why they put the list? What are we gonna? I suppose we can tick and stuff there, but you want the grid. This is an overview of everything in your warehouse. It's not everything in the colony, because all these buildings have storages of their own as well before they transfer to the warehouse. But it's a good overview. This displays everything, but it's a good overview to see. I think, I'm not sure if this is just a warehouse, that maybe just a warehouse or not, but this displays what's in the warehouse, and then each individual house place has, and then this just gives you the speed, that you've got the best speed and whatever. But you see how we have that 10 amber, we have a lot of, and we need the parts, because there's nothing we can make the parts with. But see how we get in the barrels every minute or so, there's barrels coming. Alright, let me carry on. Alright, so let that just tick away. We wait until we reach right down there. Queen's Wrath. Ah. Let him just clear this area out. You see, we want space here. Okay, I'm gonna click it. See, it's dropped right down to nothing. What do we need? Okay, so he wants a smokehouse with enable meat in the smokehouse and enable jerky. Okay, easy. So, the smokehouse. And see, jerky is very, very efficient to make jerky in there. Very efficient. Okay, so you see, this building can be moved. Now watch if I put the smokehouse. I don't think the smokehouse can be moved. I'm going to rotate him. See, I put the smokehouse there. He's connected to the warehouse. He's connected to that. Now, the smokehouse needs this, and we don't have it. We don't have it. You see what I'm saying. We're not going to make that. We're not going to make it, but it needs. Okay, we have 18 planks, so only need 5, but we need 2 of those, and we have 10. I think we earned. Where did we get 10? You see, 10 of those. But hey, this is the building blocks. I don't know. I think we got 10 from a mission we passed, or this last mission, or whatever. You see, got to watch what it gives you. So it gave us, these are the building bricks, that, and we have a place that can make this stuff. I'm going to start it now. What we want is one of those. How many do we have on the? We've got 4, and we've got. Let's just see where they all are. Oh, there's one there. There's one there, and then there's 2 there. Okay, so we need that because we need the reputation. We'll put. You see now. Now we have to take off from where we are. I'm not gonna. Sorry. I'm just thinking of the trees now. I think I'm gonna remove one of that. One guy from there. See, this the problem is people, man. We need people. We're gonna put 2 of those, but we can't put 2. Okay, so I'm gonna let's just let. We're going to change this to meat. Remember, it asked us, so we want meat, because we are making meat, and then we got jerky, and jerky is what they want, and we're making meat, and it's very efficient for jerky. I mean, 4 to 4 wood gives us 10 jerky. So we're going to let that go. Let our guys just build this thing. Now, I might want to make a... one of these, because he makes bricks, he makes fabric, and he makes planks. So I'm going to make one of those. So I'm going to, I wanted to show you now. I wonder if I should make him there and put the houses over there. I think I'm going to make him there. Oh, hang on. Let me just, yeah. It just gives you your resources back. I'm trying to think, where am I going to make him? I can make him on the side. I don't want to mess with my houses and the space over here for that. I want the houses to go there. But so I'm going to... where's he? I'm going to make him... No. I'm going to make him there. And he needs, but he's gonna first come and build this. He needs these, which I've got 12 of. He needs that, and he needs wood. So we need to make another. You see how everything's dependent on everything, and you got to make it, because when she comes up for the orders. So if I make, where's my? Is it the harvesters? Is it the harvesters? Yeah, it's the harvesters. I'm going to turn him around and make him there, and I'm only going to make him there and there. We get barrels per minute, so you can make that. And I'm going to also put something, and he's going to take yard parts, and he's going to take wood. That's at least going to give us this flax that's needed by this guy to make the fabric. We need that to make the fabric, and the wood to do that, and we're getting stone because we're busy building. That's the basics of the economy. That's the building basics. You need those to build buildings and stuff. I'm just going to get him going, and I'll put these on deactivate. Now I wanted to show you, see, okay, he can also still be moved. He can be moved. He can be moved, and he can be moved. Okay, there are buildings that can't be moved, but this one can. Okay, I'm going to get them to build this. Okay, he's making the jerky. You see, he's accepted it, but I'm going to fill him up. Okay, it's drizzle season. What's this? Did we get oh, efficient brewing. Okay, so specialized grain farming techniques. Production increase. No, we don't want that. Yeah, we want that. Okay, that's a cornerstone. Newcomer. Ah, thank God for that. We need people, eh? Oh God. I was gonna take this, but he only gives us 3. We want to take as many people as we can, and we need the 2 O's for here. 1 and 2. They go straight in there. And we need a house. We need 2 houses. See, houses only. See how the demands are coming. So now he's making this. He's in the jerky and stuff, and he's still. This guy is still doing the kicking out the, and they got the right guys in there. The lizards. They're the meat guys. Okay, yeah. I'm going to put 2 in here because he needs to start making this stuff, eh? He needs to start producing it. We need the flax, we need the planks, and we need the thing. So off he goes. Off he goes. He's not very efficient. I mean, he makes them like... But that's... We're going to have to... And then this guy's going to have to also... We're going to need to put an O in there, but we can't put an O in there until we've built it. You understand? Now here, I think I'm gonna extend. You know, let's see if I can get this guy to move. Oh, right. Okay, so we're gonna... Can this guy move over here? Oh, he can't yet. He can't yet. Okay. Let them just go and break open this area. I also want them to make this area, yeah, if possible, a little bit open. Alright, here. I'm gonna... There's no building. Oh, there is building. Okay. So let's just wait until he finishes building. The houses. We need the houses. This guy's still going. I'm gonna have to put, because they're so inefficient, it needs 6 of those bags and I only have 5. So ask him to clear this area here. He needs to build okay, he's got the one house there, so he needs to put in this house. I'm gonna take him and put him here. Don't worry. It's time we hit that thing, but we are way behind there. Look how we way behind. We haven't even finished on that. Okay. What does he require? We need extra people. Yep. So we have lots of food. We're gonna have to put 2 of these in there because we need the extra people. We need those extra guys. And what we're gonna do here is lower these 2 so that we can get that thing going. That's brilliant. So we got some extra guys. At least we got extra people here. Now he needs to build this. I'll just like come. Okay, so in here. Okay, so we're gonna put him in there in the meantime. He's there, he's helping out. He's got to make that. Else we're never gonna get. It's important. We need the flax. Most of the buildings need it. That's the basic building blocks. So we need that flax. Okay, so we've got that. Let it wait a bit. Let it just get some more till he gets right to that mark. Yes, he got that meat quickly, eh? Okay, what was that? Okay, so we built that. He doesn't need, there's no more people needed. We have 4 builders. Okay, so I'm gonna put these 2 O's out of here. I'm gonna put them back on the wood because wood is so important. Okay, I want to just check that he's got all his. Okay, so I'm gonna ask 2 of these guys here to carry on that side. Okay, and we got some builders, and they're gonna be making the flax that he needs to make this, and the bricks, and the wood, and the stones. And keep an eye on this because this is very important. See, we got 2. We're gonna need that. You know, all the and look how he's gone past his blue thing. He's very, very happy because we got him working there and in this building. Waiting. Okay, we can hit the smokehouse. Okay. He needs to have a brewery. He needs to enable barrels, and he needs. Now you see, we got barrels. That gives us so many barrels every minute. We don't need to make barrels, and then we must make ale. Okay, so. A brewery is pretty efficient to making ale. It also makes porridge, pack of crops, and all this type of stuff. So, we need to find a place for our brewery. He doesn't have to be, as far as I know, the brewery doesn't have to be, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you see, but you can't go there. You can go on this farm. You can go here. You can go here because we're not going to farm there. We're going to put the brewery there. We're not going to use the farm. We've used this farm over here. We're not in this scenario. You don't need it. Okay, so only humans are the best in berries. You see how their names lit up there? And we only going to make that. We're going to put. Oh no, not that. We're gonna put barrels. See, barrels. We're gonna put barrels, and we're gonna make ale, and we're pretty efficient at it, eh? And that's all we're making is ale. And we must put the barrel and bake it for the recipe. Now, over here, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to let these guys go again. So I can put O's in here. Make him that. As far as I know, the brewery you can't move. Oh, you can move the brewery. Yes, I'm lost. There's some buildings you can't move. There's some buildings you can't move. Okay, you can move the brewery, which is fine. Okay, so she's now making ales. So we've put the enabled and we enabled the ales. Okay. What does he want there? We have enough. We can get pack of mushrooms and we get 15 barrels. We don't need pack of mushrooms. I think we're gonna, yeah, and then we get the favor and the thing. So let's just assign somebody to it, and we don't need the pack of mushrooms. Why do we need it? Let's have a look. We get 15 barrels. He's got 27. At least we get that, and we get reputation. I think we're gonna go for that. Okay. We're just opening it up, and there's some more meat down here. If you hold the B key, you can see there's meat, there's mushrooms. Showing where all the resources are. We can move him. Oh no, we can't. No, we can't. There's the building you can't move. You see? There's no move. This building, once you put it down, you can't move it. You can deactivate it. You can bring it down. Not like this building you can move. You can't build. This is one of the buildings you can't move. All these other ones you can move, but not that one. Let me just see who's who in the zoo here. Okay, he's busy that side, so he can get us. Now these guys should be making ale. They're good at making ale. We put that in there. Let's hope they can make some ale. I might have to move these guys to put my... See, I've got enough space for the towns, but I'm going to have to... I'm just getting... Okay, here I'm not... Oh, then there I'm not... I'm going to take this off here. Okay. And I want to put this guy, or we put this guy. I'm going to move him, but I'm not going to put him on the road. Yeah, I'll put him on the road. And hang on, I'm going to move this road. Okay, that's fine. And this guy I'm going to move. Okay, he can't move. And I'm going to... I want this cleared so that we've got some space behind here. And I'm just going to take this off here. Alright. Okay, so we got no more builders because of that. Let's just see where we... See, you need... Okay, he's still busy there, that's why. Okay, so let him go. There's no need for any builders. Why are we needing builders? We don't need builders. Yeah, he's still making ale. So they're almost done here. So they'll be free. Love this game. Such a good game. I can spend hours. You see, it's tweaking. You watch and then you tweak. And then you watch and then you tweak. Oh. Okay, so that's fine. We need a tavern, but at the moment we're still doing the ale. It's going to ask us to build a tavern now. See how you need space, so you must open up the areas. But this is just one biome. Some glades don't have any. Some biomes don't have a lot of trees. So it gives you various challenges for this. Everybody's except the woodcutters. Okay. See how down we are. Okay. Okay, let's start. What's this? Newcomers. We need newcomers, eh? We need them. We don't need to worry about this, but we do need... Yeah, we get that, we get that, we get that. That'll be good. We need humans. We need lots of humans. Now, you see how quickly we are right here. So I'm going to now... I'm thinking of where can I put... I need to put 2 more houses. And I think I can fit them in here. Thank God I opened that up. So we can put 1 house here. Okay. Because he's in the area. And I'm thinking of moving this to get this... there. And we can put another house... there. Okay, so we can build our houses around there. That'll keep... Now... 1, 2. We can put our boulders back. Okay. Everybody's got a building now. Sorry. Everybody has boulders. Everybody... Why is he missing? Can we give him another... Yeah, so you can build that. I'm just checking why some guys are missing and not. Okay, you can carry on building ale. There's porridge that's coming. You know what? I might... Yeah. We're getting grain in a minute, so let's build porridge. In fact, I'm going to take... Well, porridge and ale is good. We don't... What is this? Pack of crops. We can build porridge. Now, porridge is a food stamp that'll help him improve his... We're giving him food, so we can build some porridge there. Now we need this. See, space around here. We're going to do that but we just want to clear the space before we do that. I'm going to... Also space. Space. See how you shape your economy, you shape your city, and you build it in ways that you... This will give us access to a glade over here. Yeah, there we go. We got 3 builders and we got the 2 houses. Now he's going to start making porridge, which is going to... I think it's going to come up here, right? It's an edible, so porridge will come here once he starts making it. I'm leaving the ale until I get this cleared out, because you know, every time he hits you with something, you need to be able to... this will put us over the bar. I think I'm going to just wait a few minutes. Love this game. Okay, so what did we get? We got this. Hey, I say the more people we get, the better, eh? So we're going to... We've got 45 of that, so we'll put him... Wait, we'll put him and him and him. And we'll do that, and we'll investigate to get those 2 extra eyes. Let him go and do that. And then we need to... Or obviously, when that happens, we need to build another house. We've got lots of areas to build houses we can build. You just got to watch in this game when you build something like a brewery, you can't move it. You can't move it. It's got all its fancy little things and what it's making. This is what it's produced. This is the ingredients. You can change the ingredients. You can see it's a production, but specialized bonuses, any 50% amount, because we picked that 50 and then what the... So it's a lot of information. You can look at the trends over here. See the trends of your meat. How much is the history of it? What's the operations? I don't know if you can... I suppose this is the making of it. Yeah, and you can look at over time its history and stuff like that. So that's all there. That's, you can keep a monitor your. Now we're gonna wait until he gets to there. Then we're gonna hit him another reputation. I only got one builder. Why do we only have one builder? Oh, he's fetching this. He's fetching this. He's busy with that. He's fetching that. Okay, great. I just put an extra building here. Everybody's got everything they need. Okay, I think I'm gonna let him go. Okay, see how far we've come over there to victory, and we want. He now must make a tavern, and the need for leisure is fulfilled. And we'll get 2 beavers, and we'll get some boxer tools, and we'll get some barrels, which we don't need. So what is the requirement? Oh, okay. So we need a. Who's the one? I'd say the humans. We take a human house because he's already giving us a. And humans is 10. You see, you need to build more. I think we'll go for the beaver. Because I'm just thinking he's a 9. Let's pick the beaver house. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick a beaver house. Now it only takes 2 and we've got 9. So we need a shitload of beaver houses for this. I'm going to put one there. I'm going to actually move this or let's move it to there. Oh, he's still busy. See, you see why I needed this space? Okay, I can get a road down here. And I can move this to there. And I can build a beaver house there. And let me just see if I can extend this road. And build another beaver house. I don't think I'm not going to build all of them. There. And there. Build 4. I actually need 5. But I can get rid of one of these houses. I can. Yeah, I can get rid of one of the other houses. But let me just build the beavers. Let's just build the beaver houses first. I need a tavern. Okay, that's the most important thing. Where's the tavern? Oh, it's up here. Okay, I need a tavern. See, the tavern I can build on the outs. I could build houses here. I could build houses here. I can actually build a tavern there. I can build a tavern on the outskirts. I don't need to be in the house, so I can put a tavern over there. Now you see the requirements for this. You see the requirements for this, and you need humans. And I'm gonna find some more humans. Okay, and what does he need? Lux, you can't change this yet. It doesn't allow you. See, he needs bricks, which I've got 14. He needs 20 planks, which I'm making. I thought ahead, and we need. And this is the building box. This also can't be moved, I'm sure. I'm gonna look for where do we have the other humans busy? In the brewery. I'm gonna take from this. I'm going to take one from this and I'm going to put him in here. Okay. I can't pick the thing, so I've got to just make it like it is. But luckily, I'm just short of the planks. I am making the planks over here. I'm making them, but I'm just short of the planks. Okay, he's all in there. Luckily, I thought ahead. Luckily. Now the beaver houses are only 2 people, only 2. But they will take from where the beavers are staying somewhere else. So you'll need less of these other houses. But I need about 9 beaver houses. But let him just... we just carry on, so he's... yeah, he's got his 8, he's only got 19. We are making, don't worry. See, this is where the orders can delay you. See, you didn't think ahead. But we're making. We are making, okay, he's given us enough space there, he's going to open up this. Okay, storm season, I don't need this. Yeah. I think I can move him. To there. And I can build some more houses at the back here, so it's not a train space. See, now's the waiting game. We need bricks. We need planks. Do you see what I'm saying? So let's just see what we have. We've got 0 planks, we've got 6 of those. We need to keep that, we need to keep the bricks. So we just got to keep going. And hope we get the planks. It is a long time for them. See, and now the resolve is hitting up. Now we're short because we didn't plan ahead properly. See, and we don't have a carpenter. We got a brewery. We got a crude workhouse, but there's no carpenter here. You get a carpenter in the next scenario. Okay, she's taking these planks to the warehouse, mostly for use for construction. She's gonna take it to the warehouse. And we're gonna have, hopefully, planks. Come on! He's getting it. Start a drizzle season, it's okay. What's this? Cornerstones, okay. +2 to meat production from gathering farming, okay. Gain 40 meat every time a villager dies or leaves. Now this is very useful. Cannibalism, because especially if you get to a dangerous glade. You saw the one glade from the first episode. We killed three villagers. If I pick cannibalism, I'll get that every time he kills a villager. I would have got 40 times 3, 120 meat for that. 2 to meat production. This is not going to happen, so we'll just pick the meat production. Newcomer, okay? We do need newcomers. We don't need so many humans. I think we need just a nice amount for that. And let these once these beaver huts are growing, okay, this will make up for it. Come on, get the bloody wood in there, man. No, we took the auto. Oh, Trapper's Camp. Okay, so we can move him. If we prick, yeah, let's just. Yeah, let's just pick him and then move him. There's meat. There's meat. So we're gonna rotate him so he's pointing there, and then we can also put a path to there. And now he's out of the way on that side, so he's making meat that side. Come on, where's the planks? You know, I'm worried about these guys with the bloody planks. I think I'm going to take the bricks off and the fabric off, and he's just going to make planks. Because he's taking his time with the planks, and I can't get the planks there. I think I'm just going to make planks. Just planks. See, it's hitting me on this thing here. And I'm supposed to, because I can't. You see how now it's coming to bite me? You see that? Because he's not making these planks in time. And he's bringing fabric and all this other type of shit, bricks and whatever. Stop bringing. Okay. Hope he can give me planks. I don't need any more newcomers, eh? I think I'm just gonna take these and get the money. I don't need any more newcomers. I'm shitload full of newcomers. So I'll just take these two guys. Okay, just that. I could have. Wait, hang on. Let's give him some meat for that. I don't need any more. Oh, sorry. Did I say? Did I? You see that I've done this before. I didn't hit the investigate. Okay, let that go. You see, he needs planks. I'm going to deactivate this because he needs planks, eh? I'm going to deactivate it so I can get the planks to here. That's what was holding it up. He's busy. Activate. Okay, so he's sleeping. So I can get the planks over here. He's been delivering planks to these guys. We don't want him to deliver planks. We're now sitting at a section here with a. See, I made a mistake now. Now I'm pissed off. So I've just got him making planks. Let him go. Let him go make these bloody planks, man. That's all he. Okay, there he starts building. Thank God. This is why we needed it. You see the mess I made here. Okay, so he's got no more gathering there. I'm gonna put him. I'll move him. No, I'll just put him here. No, I'll put him there. And you can carry on getting the. Now all he needs is planks. He has everything. Okay, so we activate him. He just needs the planks. And he's just making the planks because this bloody bullshit that we didn't have the planks. We got enough of this stuff. He's handed it all out. We need planks. That's what we need. And the planks comes from the wood. Okay, so he's at least making this happen, which is important. See, we got the tavern and now we need the leisure for food, which he will do. But we've wasted this whole effort over here. Okay, we're going to win the scenario because we just need to get that. But we've wasted all this because you see, you need to think ahead in this game. That's why I started. Remember, I started the production. It didn't tell me, the scenario didn't tell me start this production. But the bricks, fabric, and wood and planks are the building blocks of all the later buildings, all the major buildings. You need those three. From any of those buildings up, you need those. So he didn't tell me that. He didn't tell me that in the scenario. I thought ahead, but I built this too late. Too late. Because this thing needed 20 planks immediately there. You understand? This is also a building can't be moved. We can activate that. We can also activate this because we really can let them wait for it. Let them get going. Okay, so that's done. I'm gonna get this road. Now we have done well because we have got all those little we increased the reputation. Can't go there. We'll go there. Yeah. And we'll move this to there. And then we will... In fact, we also want to open this area here. This whole area here. So we'll do all that. See how we've opened up the areas. Very important. Very important. Because otherwise you can't build or move. We've got no housing problems because we built beaver houses. So the guys in these houses will move into the beaver houses, and the new guys that come. Why we stopped? Oh no, we haven't stopped. Okay, so we're at 15, eh? That's the orders. That's the recipes panel, as I showed you. I showed you earlier. So we just, because we'll make it. Pack of crops, pack of provisions, pack of building. Yeah, okay. We'll pick that. So we're waiting. We're going to win this scenario because it'll give us a whole reputation point to there, and then we'll win it. Okay, so if we press this, we should win it. I told you. Okay, so we won that one. Okay, there was the other things. The reason I won that early, is because I did all those side quests, you know, by the glades, and I picked the reputation gain, which gave us reputation gain. I didn't wait for just the orders to give us reputation. Okay, so now it's going to go through the explanation of how this thing works. Okay, so we're going to move on. So I hope you get an idea of that. We're just going to watch the story, and we'll do the final, we'll go into the final tutorial, and we'll check that tutorial. We'll go through that one. Smoldering City. The Queen's enter the smart. So this is now we're going to enter the Smoldering City, right? And we can buy upgrades. You see. So each run, it gets to, and then it destroys all our settlements, but we get stronger each time because we buy these upgrades and they stay with us. So I'm going to buy this upgrade here. You gain permanent -2 to the speed at which the queen's impatience grows, and a place records. Okay, so we're gonna, that's the first one we're gonna unlock because we got reward for winning that scenario. We're not gonna unlock another one. Oh, we could, because it does the same thing. It improves the patience of the queen in the marketplace. Enables controls that which are being consumed for your. Okay, we'll get another one. Right? We can't get this one. We got to do this next tutorial. So the tutorial, you must do the tutorials. You can play without the tutorial. It takes you straight to this. See, now we got deeds. This is like achievements. You understand? So I'm not going to go through that. Now, we could play it like straight and just go and play the, but the tutorial gives us that rewards that enables us to get those early upgrades, which we didn't have to go and, so the tutorial is worth it. Okay, so the world is governed by the external Blightstorm cycle. It's almost upon us, so no caravans are allowed to embark. Press the button. Okay, so we have to, so what's happened is that, okay, I can't see, I can't go, so this, you built this town, and you build another town, and then the Blightstorm comes and destroys everything. You're going to start from scratch, but you don't lose your experience and your upgrades. You understand? You're getting stronger. So let's just, okay. This is successful towns 2. We unlocked this content, which the experience gained, the cycle rewards, which we got this food stockpiles, which we handed in. So let's end the cycle. Okay, so with your caravan and reforge them, pushing back the bound. So our goal is obviously to, okay, is to get as many towns, create as many towns. Okay, you're almost there, you're almost ready to advance. Choose a map tile inside the embarkation range to begin. Okay, so we've got many, like we got one town there, then we start a settlement. We win that map, and then we get a choice for another town, and we win that map. But then the cycle ends, and then it destroys all our progress and takes us back to the mountain, and we have to, and then we buy upgrades and we start again. But we're not losing anything because we're getting stronger. Because the next cycle we might reach there, okay, and then we unlock that cycle, and then this seal over here. So it's a roguelike. You're getting your settlements wiped out, but you're growing in the experience. I hope I'm explaining that properly. Okay, so what he's saying is I must choose, but I'm not. I'm going to show you now. Okay, I'm going to choose this, and each place is different. Each place, this is marshlands. These are all different biomes. They say the Royal Woodlands is the best place to pick, so I'm going to pick here. But I'm not taking this. We're going to do you embark, you must first choose a caravan that will become part of the foundation of a town's population. And we must choose a difficulty. Okay. And then we get these to go with us. The rewards for landing in there, the pound we can. So this is like a caravan. You see, finally ready to embark on your own. Remember, there's always a way out, so you can experiment and adopt. May the storm be with you, Viceroy. Okay, so we can pick. We don't know what the third guy's going to be, but if we pick this, we'll have a third. Could be humans, could be anything else. And yeah, we can pick this one, or we can pick this to go. And this gives us this food, that gives, but then we don't know what civilization is going to be with us. That's the caravans. There's a summary. It tells us the length, cycle, the fertile soil, the rewards for getting this, so we'll be able to buy, and the conditions. Okay, it's best to choose pioneer, not anything. And these are the conditions that the forest gives us. The good points, good, and in the storm season it'll give us bad things. So we got to. These are the resources that are there in that area, and these trees are very important. Then we also pick. I'm not going to do it, but I'm just showing. We pick that. Then we can't pick that. We can only pick 2 of them, and then we can embark. And it takes us to the same place, like a settlement area. But we're not going to do that. There's one more. Okay, I'm just going to say no. There's one more tutorial to do, which will get benefits and it'll teach us along. So we're not going to do any of this. We're just going to do this extra tutorial. We can't do the rain punk. It's not. We can't open it, because once we finish that, we'll have to go and do one of these, because that rain punk thing doesn't open after. I don't know why they don't do it, but it's not open. We've got to get to level 6 or something. So we will then pick the hospitality and the trade tutorial. And so we're about to begin a tutorial scenario, hostility, and we don't lose anything. We're not losing anything. Hostility and trade can leave. You can leave the tutorial and turn to the world map any time. So let's pick the hostility and trade. So we're doing just the next tutorial. As I said, there were 3. Okay, now he's going to explain. Press any key to start. As your town grows, the forest around you becomes more and more hostile. And he'll give us missions as well. Same like the last tutorial. Each hostility lowers the resolve of your villagers and makes the storm harsher. You see, here's the conditions for the storm. One of your main responses is to manage the hostility as you develop, your settlement. This is the Queen's Envoy. Each region has a unique set of seasonal effects called forest mysteries. The positive ones appear during the drizzle and the negative ones during the storm. The higher the hostility level, the more negative effects the storm will bring. The Queen's Envoy establish a trade hub in this region and keep the forest at bay. I'm going to open these here so that we can see. I don't know why these must always be open so you can see. All right, so you see there, that's benefiting us. This is the looming darkness. So when it gets to the and as we build, as I said earlier, as we chop down trees and we get more people, the hostility of the forest gets higher. It gets higher. You see, and when we are on drizzle now, so we're getting this positive. This is the positive mystery 3 to berries. This is active only in the drizzle. This is active only in the storm. This is what we're getting. Rampage and storm. An additional stack of this effect is added to each other. So we get a minus global resolve. So the global resolve here drops by -4. If it drops to 0, these guys leave. Alright, I think I've covered this. We'll cover this tutorial in the next video. Alright, I think I've gone over the time, but I think I've got to that. Alright, see you for the next tutorial. This is Sean from Fitz. Good day on you.